election, the election on the 9th of August, was very special. Special in two ways, significantly. Number one is that this election was different. It was about issues. It was about an agenda and a program for the transformation of our country, and both sides of the political divide sold their program, their manifesto, their agenda to the people of Kenya. And the most significant thing that happened is that this year we voted and we extinguished the flames of ethnicity in our country. This election was different because Kenyans voted across ethnic lines. For the first time in the history of our country, there's a problem of power, I think, somewhere. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So we can continue. Yeah. So I was making the point that in this election, Kenyans voted against ethnicity. And we stood on the same side as Kenyans to say we can vote for ideas, we can vote for issues, we can vote for an agenda, and we can vote for a plan. The second item that is significant in the election of 9th August is that, unlike what everybody always expected of us Kenyans, being very passionate people about what we do, that we demonstrated to the whole world that we have set a new standard for ourselves. That we can vote, we can go back to work, we can go back to our businesses, wait for the outcome of the election, and do so peacefully. I am very proud of all you guys because you have set a new standard for our country. That we can vote on issues and we can vote peacefully. I think many people across the globe continue to congratulate us as Kenyans. In fact, I was speaking yesterday and I was saying that to some American friends, and I was telling them possibly we had a better election on 9th of August than they did in their last and they somehow
That's not nice.
We didn't have people invading Capitol Hill. So again, I want to say congratulations to all of us as Kenyans. We have Kenyans have spoken loudly, especially to those of us who are leaders. Kenyans have spoken loudly that they do not want ethnicity in the equation of the business of their country, and they want to do their business in a peaceful manner, respecting everybody's view and what everybody believes in. And I think that's the new Kenya we all want to live in. And I want again to say congratulations to all. And because you set a new standard for all of us, we have to up our game. And that is why you listen to my good friends who've spoken before me. We are working round the clock to keep our commitment, to keep our pledge, so that we can make your country, our country, the country that we all are proud to call home. And I want to promise you and to make my commitment to you, even as far as you are thousands of miles away in the US, that we will make you proud in Kenya. We will build our country. We limit ourselves to sorting out the cost of living. I want to tell you we are on course in making sure that we sort out the cost of living. We to you that we will refashion, re-engineer, and rework our universal health coverage. Susan, here, our Minister for Health, has her work cut out. She knows what she must do, and I want to promise you that we will deliver. And all the other things that we committed ourselves to way back at home, we will deliver. Let me just say a few things about the diaspora, because that is the constituency that I'm addressing myself to this afternoon. Alfred Mutua and his team at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs know what they must do, and they know what our irreducible minimum is. I did make a commitment to our diaspora community that we will have at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs a State Department dedicated to matters diaspora. Today in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we have one State Department dedicated for matters foreign affairs with a PS, and we have a State Department for diaspora with a permanent secretary. Roslyn here. Roslyn Jobu is our permanent secretary for matters diaspora. She has nothing else to do. She has just diaspora matters to wake up and sleep, imagining and doing. And I have, she knows what my position is on matters diaspora, that it is true, diaspora cannot just be viewed in terms of remittance. Diaspora is a whole body of Kenyans that require services. They are our best ambassadors. They have done us proud. They participate in the development of our country, and they deserve the best from our government. And in the delivery of the diaspora schedule, number one, we believe that since Kenya doesn't have gold and silver and oil to export, we have one commodity that is better than gold and silver and oil, and that is our human capital. And we have purpose as an administration that we will focus on exporting the best that we have. Our Department for Diaspora Affairs will be working with our Ministry for Labor to ensure that Kenyans have the best possible opportunity to work anywhere in the world. And because our human capital is tested and tried and has qualified in terms of hard work, creativity, innovation, minimum supervision, we have the best human capital, and I am very proud of our men and women who have served anywhere in the world. They have acquitted us as a nation of hardworking people. And because that is the best we have, and I have told you it's better than gold and silver, and it's better than oil and all the other minerals. We will focus on making sure that the opportunities that are available for Kenyans to work around the globe, the government of Kenya will facilitate, will make it easy, will make it possible for Kenyans to work anywhere in the world, even as they work at home. And my focus is that in the next 3 years, our diaspora remittances must move from 400 billion to 1 trillion Kenya shillings. And that's where we want to go. to make sure that Kenyans at home and those in diaspora have access to government services easily, without having to travel long distances, without having to queue anywhere. I have undertaken that in the next 6 months, all government services will be digitized and will be available online. I mean all government services. At the moment, we have only 300 government services available online. But in the next 6 months, we will have onboarded 5,000 government services online and available on the digital platform, so that even when you are anywhere in the world, you can still access government services. And we have already agreed with all the stakeholders. We have put in place the necessary mechanism to ensure that that happens, and I mean in 6 months. That will assist many of you who today are traveling very long distances to look for simple things that are consular services. And I have told Mutua and my good sister Rosalie here that they must come up with a mechanism where you don't have to travel to come and look for your passport.
Yes.
If you're living in Minnesota, if you're living in North Carolina, if you're living anywhere in any part of the US, you should be able to get those services online, or they have to design a mechanism where even if biometrics are required, they should be available in your town.
Yes.
So it's not a problem. So, and I know how that can be done, just in case Mutua, you need ideas on how to do it. Yeah? So, and I'm happy that we have our own members of parliament here, who, some of them have been members of the diaspora community, so they know what we're saying, and when we need the assistance of parliament to help us achieve some of the interventions that we have to, they will make the necessary budgetary provisions for that. I did choose Rosalie specifically because she has also been a member of the diaspora here. She went to school here, so she knows what we're talking about. The third issue, as has been said by my good friends here, also is that we want to make it easier for you to invest at home. Instead of struggling to build a house somewhere in your village, we now have Bomayangu online. You can buy your flat, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, in any city in Kenya, online. And you can book for it online in America, and the government of Kenya, not your relative, not your brother, will underwrite. The government of Kenya will make sure that when you buy that flat or that home online, the government of Kenya will undertake that you will find it, it will be there, and nobody will shortchange it. Right? And you will get it in one piece and with all the documentation done for you by our Ministry of Infrastructure, Department of Housing. So we realize that we need to support our diaspora community by making it easy for them to invest at home. So already, I'm sure those of you who have interacted with that platform, we have begun the journey. Ever since I took office, we have already launched the construction of the first 40,000 houses. We are going to do 200,000 houses every year. and we have a backlog of 2 million houses. So we have quite a journey to go, but we are going to ensure that we mobilize the necessary resources so that we can make sure that we deliver this. And let me tell you the good news. The good news is that there are many people. In fact, we have commitments upwards of 4 trillion shillings for the building of those low-cost houses everywhere in Kenya. So we have the resources to be able to do what we must do. Commitments from different partners, people who have been looking for an opportunity to invest with us in Kenya and making sure that Kenya moves forward. Let me also say to those of you who are in the diaspora, we are working to make sure that our airline, Kenya Airways, we had discussions this morning to make Kenya Airways much more versatile, much more user-friendly, fit for purpose so that it can do what it must do in our country, Kenya. Let me conclude because I can take 1 or 2 questions from you guys, but let me conclude by saying that I will get another moment to come here when we are not busy, when we are not part of another big organized forum like the one we are here, so that we can interact, I can listen to some of the issues that are of concern to you guys, and I can tell you the ideas that we have on what we need to do, and I can pick some of the ideas from you as well, so that we can take a hybrid of ideas from you and from back home, and see how we can take our country to the next level. And finally, as members of the diaspora community, as you lean backwards to accommodate the many people at home, I am looking forward to working with you as ambassadors to assist the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, our diaspora department, in opportunities for our country. Opportunities, as we've had our Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi say, the US is now the largest trading partner with Kenya. And we need to look for opportunities for doing business, for investment, for export into the US and into other parts of the world. And you are our frontline soldiers. You are the people who will tell us where the opportunities are, even as we work with government agencies and other bodies that work with government. You should be able to give us the ideas on what you think we need to do. We still export most of our tea in bulk. We have undertaken that in the next 5 years, the 95% of our tea that we export in bulk, we're going to process, we're going to value add. And we have absolutely no problem with others adding value to tea and processing tea, whether they call it English breakfast tea, or they call it whatever they want to call it. But what we are saying is, if they want to value add and process tea, they must grow their own tea. As for Kenyan tea, the one we grow, we will value add and process ourselves. And I think it's a fair game. We're not forcing nobody to do nothing. We're just saying we must do what we must do. So let me say thank you very much, good people. I love you guys. truly do. I know when I see you in this meeting, I see faces of patriotism, people who love their country and people who love their homeland. And I want to tell you that my good people, the good people of Kenya, as I told you, in the last election, the people of Kenya spoke loudly. And they said they do not want ethnicity in the equation of our country. Did you hear me? Yes. Let me repeat. For the avoidance of doubt, let me repeat. Good people. The people of Kenya, in their millions, are telling us, especially those of us who are leaders, that in the business of Kenya, they do not want ethnicity in the equation. We want to work together, we want to build together, we want to create synergy. It is the only way to the future, and it is the only way to success. And I want to promise you that I will work hard and I will work with all the people of Kenya to make sure that we build a better, a stronger society of Kenya. So, asanteni sana, I wish you well, and may the good Lord bless you, and please, look after our children. I have seen so many children in the ministry here. Make sure I was given flowers by two little girls, and they told me we were born, brought up in America, but we are proudly Kenyan. Yes. That was amazing. So they told me that, and I really felt they were saying something. So, asanteni sana. I can see some people are raising up their hands. You want to contribute something? Yes. Okay. Okay, give it to Ibrahim.
Your Excellency, first of all, thanks for giving us this opportunity. My name is Ibrahim Osman. I'm from Garissa County. I'm an entrepreneur in the US. Actually, the numbers that you guys spoke about import, I play a huge role. I work directly with KTB here. I'm the guy who brought KTEP and some RT to the US from 2004.
Wonderful.
And at this moment, I'm in commodity business, transportation and logistics and healthcare business. I am in the process of investing back home. In the process of setting up plans, creating job employment, and all that I'm requesting is, who can I reach out to? Because I've already started the process and I'm getting into some hitches and obstacle, and I would really appreciate if the state can, because we're planning to invest more than $10 million in the Kenyan market.
Thank you very much, my brother. When I was constituting government, I was delivering. I did create a ministry for trade, investment, and industry. And I put there a very capable Kenyan. A man who was working in the diaspora, a man who was working in an investment bank, somebody who knows what he needs to do. His name is Moses Kuria, and he's right here. Moses Kuria, you need a conversation with my good brother there. And we have said that business, especially in the area of export and also investment to our country, will take a big portion of what we must do. And please, Moses Kuria, you may leave behind your contact so that we can do that for this great Kenya and all the others who want to do what he is suggested to do. Yes,
The lady.
Okay, let's give it to a lady first.
Sophia. Oh my holy God.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, hi, Mr. President, thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Veronica, and I'm from Kaduna. And I am grateful for this opportunity because I'm here to speak up for women. I'm getting ready to pack my bags and move back home to help better women, widows, and orphan children. And here's the thing, I'm going to ask you if you could kindly consider women going through domestic abuse. They have no emergency 999 does not work. Women need to be able to have a chance to call when they're so far away in the village to get help. I am here ready to come and build Imani Rescue Center, and I kindly ask you to consider that for us.
Thank you very much. I can see the amount of emotion in what you're speaking to, and I think it is indeed an issue that deserves attention, and not just attention, maybe attention at my level. So let me say just two things.
Yes.
We've just completed celebrating the week that we have we've been focused on ensuring that we end gender violence. And it's time that we no longer pay lip service to matters women in general. And you may be aware, I have written to Parliament just this week to tell Parliament it's time for us to actualize the 2/3 gender rule. And I have made proposals to Parliament so that this conundrum that we're going around women issues, it must come to an end, and we must keep our word and keep what the Constitution says about it. I am very confident that this 10-year chase that we've had on women issues is going to come to an end, and we're going to actualize what the Constitution says. Number two, I made a commitment in this election that I will have a cabinet level advisor in the presidency on women issues. I did appoint my good sister Harriet Chikai, who is a cabinet level member on women's issues. And I want to invite you to have a conversation with her. Alfred Mutua will connect you to her so that we can tackle the issue.
Yes.
And number three, let me give me a chance to speak about something else. We've had press issues about what happens to our girls and domestic workers working outside Kenya in many parts of the world. It is an issue that has come up. Many families, many of our girls, many of our workers outside Kenya sometimes have gone through situations that are unpleasant. And interrogating the issue is not so much about the host countries. It's so much about us. And I intend to sort out the problem because the problem is about the government of Kenya and what it can do, making sure that those who organize those jobs are properly licensed, they are held to account, and when a citizen leaves Kenya to go and work anywhere, it is no longer the business of the person who recruited them, it becomes the business of the government. I want to promise you that we will sort out because we cannot allow a few issues that are mishandled to destroy the relationship between us and other countries, countries that offer huge opportunities for employment, for growth, for business, for Kenyans, millions of them. And sometimes maybe 3, 4, 5, 10, maybe 2% of the incidences cause a big problem that we can actually lose an opportunity for Kenyans to invest and work outside Kenya. I have taken too long, but thank you for asking so that it gives an opportunity to explain it.
As a rule, I just think it's, if you are standing up, you're blocking people behind. So just put up your hand. Now we go to an older gentleman.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Peter Rono. For those of you who don't know, I was the 1998 team member.